But let's go ahead and jump into this final topic for the night. Final topic. So, it's pretty much relevant news because it only happened last night. And it's funny because you look at the Oscars and the most interesting thing that happened at the Oscars was that Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. The rest of the shit was just garbage. Hot garbage. I'm talking schoolyard dumpster juice in the middle of summer. So, Academy condemns Will Smith's actions at Oscars, says it's launching a formal review. Now, Amarata and I, Horror Amarata, by the way, y'all go follow her over on Twitch. That's Horror Amarata, Amorata. Shout out. Anyway, she and I were talking about this whole situation, and I'll dive more into it after we get through this article. It's a short article, so we'll just fly through it real quick. So, the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Science said Monday that it condemns Will Smith's actions at the Oscars and is launching a formal review into his conduct. Like, fucking why? Smith shocked audiences on Sunday when he walked on stage and smacked comedian Chris Rock, who had just made a joke about his wife. Context left out. The Academy condemns the actions of Mr. Smith at last night's show, the organization said in a statement. We have officially started a formal review about the incident and will explore further action and consequences in accordance with our bylaws, standards, or of conduct and California law. The review comes following intense public debate about whether Smith's actions were justified or unwarranted. Smith could be sanctioned if he's found to be at fault during the review, but it's not yet clear if the Academy will go as far as to take away the Best Actor award he won later that night. We're not going to take that Oscar from him, actress Whoopi Goldberg, who serves on the Academy's board of directors, said Monday. There will be consequences, I'm sure. Whoopi, didn't you just get in trouble for some shit that you didn't take back and then you went radio silent for like 2 weeks, which is pretty much a vacation, and came back and said, I won't be silent? You fucking hypocrite. Let me see. The incident came after Rock joked that he was looking forward to a G.I. Jane sequel starring Jada Pinkett Smith, making reference to her shaved head. Pinkett Smith has spoken publicly about losing her hair from the autoimmune disease alopecia. Smith then walked on stage and smacked Rock before returning to his seat and yelling, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth." Context left out. Later that night, Smith won Best Actor for his role as Richard Williams in the King Richard biopic. During his acceptance speech, Smith tearfully apologized to the Academy, but not Rock, while giving a speech on the importance of defending your family. I want to apologize to all my fellow nominees, Smith said. It's a beautiful moment, and I'm not crying for winning an award. It's not about winning an award for me. It's about being able to shine a light on all the people. Tim and Trevor and Zach and Sonia, Sanaya and Demi and Aunt Jemima and the entire cast and crew of King Richard, Venus and Serena, the entire Williams family. Art imitates life. I look like the crazy father, just like they said about Richard Williams. Following the live telecast, Academy said in a statement that it does not condone violence of any form. So this is pretty much a short article that did not give the full context that I was speaking of, in the sense of, for those people that have the benefit of hindsight, I guess you could say, or the benefit of observation, I guess is what you should use, really. You look at that video, right? You look at that clip where Chris Rock is shit talking, or he says his bit or whatever. Okay, cool. She has adjacent fucking avocado disease, whatever. She has that shit. Her hair is like, she's losing her hair. She's balding or whatever. He makes the joke, right? He makes the joke. You look at the bit where Will laughs. Jada's sitting there with this stone cold, like this stone fucking resting bitch face, like somebody just, like, she just watched somebody kill her parents or some shit like that. Like, she's sitting there resting bitch as fuck. And Will's laughing. He glances over at her, and then he gets up, walks up on stage, and slaps him, and then says, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth." Because Will found it funny. Jada didn't. But Will did. And because of that, Will now has to look at his wife and go, "Oh, well, I'm sorry, baby. I'm gonna go snag him to defend your honor." No, fuck that bitch, right? Like, I don't say this about a lot of individuals. I guess you could say, well, I kind of do, but I don't say this about a lot of people I don't know, right? Like, I don't say this about a lot of people I haven't had interactions with. And what I was talking about in referencing me and Amarada talking about it. Will Smith is a man who has been beaten down emotionally, mentally. Like, he's a man who cannot be who he wants to be anymore. Like, or rather, not so much he cannot be, he's a man who doesn't see himself being who he wants to be. Right? You look at the relationship that they had, Will and Jada, or have, I guess, in this sense. You look at the relationship Will and Jada have. Will starred in The Fresh Prince, Independence Day, Men in Black, Hitch, Wild Wild West, was it I Am Legend, After Earth, Pursuit of Happiness, so many movies that built up his career, and all of them were great. All of them are pretty much blockbuster movies. He was in so much shit. Jada did what? Set it off, and fucking she was in The Matrix as a side character who doesn't even fucking matter ultimately. And she's probably in some other shit. I don't fucking nobody fucking knows, nobody cares. She has her little fucking red door fucking table, the red table, I think, red table podcast or some shit like that, where she tore her husband down live and like to the fucking the globe, and saying, you know, oh well, you know, I got into an entanglement with with our son's friend. Bitch, what? Bitch, what? What do you mean an entanglement? You got into an entanglement with someone who is a fifth your fucking age? Pretty much. But you sat here and pretty much told your man, the man who helped you get to where you are currently, pretty much that he ain't shit. You're not, you pretty much like, essentially she's saying, you're not the man who, you know, who I thought you were. You're not the man you used to be and shit like that. Like, bitch, do you not understand that I'm out here making fucking money? This man's got a rap career, which in my opinion is not that bad. This man's got an acting career. He's doing, I think he's doing books and shit like that. Like, Will is out here making fucking plays. Meanwhile, she's out here getting laid. Not by him either. That's the sad part. That's the shit that Amarada and I were talking about. It like Jada doesn't respect this man. Clearly, she doesn't respect this man. Otherwise, he would have laughed, looked at her, and said it was funny, and she would have been like, "Oh yeah, that's fine, that's fine," and that's it. It would have been that. Hell, she probably would have laughed at that shit if she had enough respect for her fucking self. She doesn't respect Will. His kids don't respect him. Like, and that's blatantly evident. Like, the writing was pretty much on the wall when they declared open relationship, like some years back. Like, it throws me to no fucking end that people will sit here, and then there are plenty of people online who are saying, "Oh, well, he should man up," you know, this, that, and the other, so on and so forth. What he did was the right thing. No, what he should have done was sat his happy ass down and just laughed. Jada should have sat her sour ass down and just laughed. And it'd have been all right. Because Chris Rock is a fucking comedian. You know full and damn well. He sees something, he observes it, he formulates a joke, and throws the joke out there. That's it. If his sole intent was to insult, he would have not only singled you out, but kept tearing into you. Directly. Fucking directly. We all know Chris Rock is joking. We all know how comedy works. But in the age of political correctness or some other stupid shit like that, people got to get up in arms. Oh, well, you shouldn't have said. No, fuck you. And now you got a bunch of people out here that are saying, oh, well, what if, no, y'all got to take his Oscar. You know why? Because he slapped Chris Rock. He shouldn't have done that. What if it was a white person? He would have took their Oscar. No, it's not about fucking race, morons. At the end of the day, Will is a man who no longer is allowed to be Will Smith. He's not allowed to be the Fresh Prince that we know and love. He's not allowed to be like, you know, the great characters that he pretty much built himself up on. Shit, Bad Boys, that was another one. Another great series he was in. Like, he cannot be who he wants to be because at home, there's no respect for him. There's no respect. That's evident, blatantly evident. That's the shit that gets under Amarada's skin. She brought that knowledge to me, and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, damn, she's right. So there are a bunch of men who are pretty much getting emotionally abused. I hate to pretty much travel down that road, but there are men out there that get emotionally abused, mentally abused, and all the public says to them is man up. Well, maybe you should just suck it up and keep it fucking trucking. Maybe you should just leave. No, it's not as simple as just leave. Especially not in a case like Will Smith. The man is pretty much the primary breadwinner in the entire family. They all have careers. He makes more than all of them combined. Easily. Fucking easily. Hand over fucking fist. It's not even close, dog. Like, if it was a race, if it was a 4-person race, him, Jada, fucking Jaden and Willow, a 4-person race, they take off, he's at the finish line already. That's how far ahead this man is. Like, acting is phenomenal, comedy, great, music, all right. But ultimately, the man's pretty well balanced when it comes to entertainment. None of those other motherfuckers offer a goddamn thing at all. And he's the one suffering for some fucking reason. I don't know. But as it stands, Will can't just leave. Like, I explained this. I was saying this to Amarada. I was saying, yeah, no, it's not as easy as him leaving in the sense of, oh, well, you want to leave, Will? Okay, that's cool. I want half of what you got. Now that man loses that. Now, me personally, as a capitalist and someone who understands that I can make that money back, I'd have no problem just going through with that shit. Oh, you want half? Cool, you can have half. Get the fuck out of my life. Easily. Fucking easily. But that mentality, like, him going through what he's going through, then extends to other people like Johnny Depp, who's getting fucking torn apart by the public. That shit goes to a bunch of other people like Dr. Dre, who Dr. Dre has to give up half of what he has. Fucking, there was somebody else who's taking care of somebody else's kids that they had no involvement in, but they're in a relationship. And pretty much the way the court system works, that motherfucker's locked into paying for some kids that aren't his. Hell, there's a guy in Canada that has to pay for fucking, what is it, alimony or whatever they call that shit? Is it alimony? Some shit for a girl that he spent like a few years with. Like they lived in the same house, and like Canada has some retarded ass fucking laws, but he has to pay this broad like thousands of dollars. Not just some bitch ass number of thousands of dollars. I'm talking about big bucks. I'm talking about a lot of money for some broad who he had a relationship for like a few years. Like, the way that the world works currently, this shit is weird as fuck, dog. And this situation right here is a clear fucking sign that Will is no exception. The man's got fuck you money, but there is no exception at all, because he, at the end of the day, he may have fuck you money, but he doesn't have the respect that his family should be giving him. The man busts his ass pretty much day and fucking night trying to make shit work, trying to make it happen. Hell, he could have walked away at the fucking red room, the red table or whatever they call that shit. Could have walked away and it's just like, that'd have been it. Will goes on and does his thing. Him and Alfonso Ribeiro start up like, I don't know, some podcast or something like that. Two brothers. Like, that shit would have been great. He'd have been all right. But no. No, the way the world works, it's like, I was at one point in time in that mentality too. And Amarada has some, she has some people that she knows in her life that have been through that situation too, like some other men. Like, I'm not going to disclose their information like that, but she has stories as well, if you care to ask her and if she cares to explain them. But like, I have my situation as well, where when I was over in Atlanta, and I spent some time with a girl that I had the hots for like over a decade. At the end of it all, she knew how I felt about her, but still ended up sleeping with somebody else in the same house while I was there, knowing full and damn well how that shit would unfold. And all I was told was, well, this doesn't involve you. That shit will fuck with you. It'll put you in a mentality that just is not healthy for sure. Like, shit you not. Locked myself away for like months. I'm sitting there like not heavy drinking, but I started buying more alcohol. Just sat there, headphones on, drinking like slow sipping whiskey and pretty much painting miniatures for like a good majority of my I guess grief. For a lack of better terms. And that's when I started watching more YouTube videos. Vic Mignogna, another person who's getting chastised by the I guess you can say the general public for simply being a genuine person. Pretty much what I'm saying in all of this is, if Will Smith happens to listen to this video and gets this far in, there is a way out. There is definitely a way out. There are people on this planet still who want to see you succeed and become the person you want to be. Not the person that the people want you to be, but the person that you want to be. There are people that want to see you flourish, shine, and just be that great person, right? Like we're trying to get you to be the Black Rick Moranis. Dog, I shit you not, don't nobody on this fucking planet hate Rick Moranis at all. Fucking at all, except for the guy that punched him in the face. But that's fine, because everybody who knows the name Rick Moranis hates that guy. He's probably still behind bars. Good. Fuck that. Fuck that guy. He belongs under the prison. Nonetheless, we're trying to get you to that fucking echelon where there's nothing but respect for you. Everybody, including your ain't shit ass wife, including your ain't shit ass kids. They all love you. They respect you for who you are and who you want to be. That's all I'm saying with this. Like, there is definitely a way out, for sure, but you have to want to get out. It's not going to be easy. It's definitely not an easy road, but there is always a way out. If an ain't shit motherfucker like me could find a way out, a motherfucker with money could do a lot more, trust me.